All right. How's that looking?
What's up?
We look pretty good.
How's everybody
Look
doing
all right.
today? How you doing today, Scott?
Doing pretty good.
Good to see you. Good.
Ready
three
for
3 right here.
Yeah, episode number 3, BitmonkeyTV. We're back.
Welcome.
Hopefully audio is good. We had actually more technical difficulties getting the video started this time.
Starting a little later.
Yeah, started a little later
normal,
than we had hoped, but we're here. And yeah, hopefully this setup will change quite a bit over the next couple episodes. Right now we have everything kind of Jimmy rigged over there. It's short cords and things are all kind of like this is hanging in front of me very dangerously. We'll figure it all out.
Yeah. Just hang in there. By 7/7.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be a well-oiled machine.
Definitely.
Sure.
All right.
So today's topic.
Yeah, today's topic.
I think we thought it was best to start talking about the different NFT marketplaces.
The different kind of platforms that you can, sell or collect, share your NFTs and your artwork. So that's sort of, I think, the focus of this. We'll probably go off on a tangent at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about something else, but that's what we're here to talk about today.
Yeah. The focus is going to be really, the experiences we've had with those platforms so far, thoughts we have about platforms we may have dipped our toes in, but haven't minted. Mm-hmm. And then we've, kind of just took a couple hours to browse through and they're going to be our 2 cents from us to you.
So I think we'll start with my experience first since I'm the noob. You've already, gone ahead. You've created your accounts. You've actually collected NFTs. You hold quite a few of them now. I own 0 NFTs, have published 0 NFTs. I'm the noob in the space. And so yesterday we kind of went through the process of sort of getting on these platforms. How do you get onto these platforms? Whether it's Foundation, Nifty Gateway, OpenSea, Rarible, Super Rare.
Lazy.com, which is, they're turning into a marketplace. I think he's already incorporated some functionality to where you can make offers and bid. But I'm not sure if that pushes through to OpenSea. I haven't played too much on that, but I'm on that newsletter where they send you those weekly updates. So shout out to Mark Cuban and what he's doing over there. Yeah. Really, really, I'm going to start using Lazy much more here in the coming weeks. So cool. I'm excited. So check it out, lazy.com.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out. You'll have to show me that one.
Well, what it is it's like one of those simple, it's one of the most simple layouts you can think of, but he allows you to connect all your different wallet IDs to one URL. So it's lazy.com, reserve your username / BitMonkey. You can go find me over there. We're going to have to create one for this one. I guess we can just
maybe not. I don't know. I started, the main platform that I saw my friends, or I guess the platforms I saw my friends using were definitely OpenSea, Foundation, Nifty. I think you were the one who had initially told me about Rarible, so that was sort of a new one to me. But yesterday, going through the process of, onboarding, I guess, for a bunch of the sites, some of them were easier than others. Some of them have exclusivity built into the platform, so that I guess there's maybe a bit more hype around the artists and the art. And so those ones are a bit tougher to navigate. But I guess at the end of the day, it's pretty dang simple. Except for one hiccup I had, which I'll talk about, I think, eventually. But the first thing, I guess, setting up my wallet, because I already have a wallet, and it's a cold wallet. I guess you would call it cold storage. That's in LA. I haven't touched it. Bought in 2017.
Smart way to do it, by the way.
It's just chilling. But I wanted to, create a new wallet for this project, or not this project, but for my upcoming kind of NFT releases and stuff. I guess that cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, you just
if and when I still even
wink.
Wink. It may not have made. I don't know. That was a terrible wink. That was really bad. I'm like,
you've been in too long. You need to get out more.
Yeah. So I guess in thinking about when or if I do my first drop, I kind of want to be ready and on these platforms. And so we went. I think the first one, creating my wallet. What was MetaMask?
Yeah.
Is the one that I created, and that was insanely easy.
Right.
I like in my mind, I'm thinking like, because I haven't done it in a while, and it was a bit more complicated. I think I was using my Ether wallet when I first created.
Yep. Those are the best. Honestly, my favorite cold storage. Keeping that that key store file.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the seeds are nice for hot spares.
Yeah.
Right. But it's there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Peace of mind.
Exactly.
But don't fuck it up. Don't lose it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Don't lose your key. You don't want to be one of those stories of, someone having an incredible amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum. Years later, you're looking for it and you're locked out. You have 2 chances at getting your password right or whatever before it's completely locked up. You don't want to do that. So creating the MetaMask wallet, which to me was insanely easy. It's an extension, I guess, that you add into to Google Chrome. Maybe explain something to me about that. That's actually my first time, I think, adding an extension onto Google Chrome to do anything. Really? Yeah, I feel like I'm like.
So yeah, when Scott asked me yesterday, he's like, "All right, so what wallet should I create just to start playing around with?" I was like, "Well, do you have a hot spare?" He's like, "What's a hot spare?" I was like, "Okay, well, let's get you just a wallet that you can play with. That can be your front-facing wallet, right? For all of your NFTs." And use something frictionless. And instead of showing him, I just gave him the website and I told him what to Google, and he figured it out.
Yeah, I mean,
he got to the point where he's like, "Wait, God, like what? I got to write down these numbers?"
Yeah, it was the strangest code.
You could tell he was about to like chain copy of words. Paste it. I was like, "No, here, let me get you a pen and paper."
Yeah,
you don't want to store this digitally. It's
not smart definitely. I almost was gonna screenshot it, and you're like, "No."
Right? Yeah, accidentally post that. Like, what?
Yeah, making some rookie moves day one. But eventually got the MetaMask wallet, and that's all you kind of need to connect to these platforms to get started anyways. All of them require you to have a wallet. And I can't remember what the other options were, but there was, I think, 2 or 3 pretty popular options for wallets, and MetaMask was the first one. So that just seemed like the easiest choice. So getting on Foundation, I had already known that you sort of need an invite to get creating on there. Just from seeing my friends sort of go through the whole process. Even though I am new to the NFT space, I've had friends who have already been in here, and I've sort of been watching them on Twitter and Instagram as they post, their growth and like what they're doing with their art and how they're involved in the NFT space. So I've seen a little bit, so I know a little bit about the process, even though I've never done it myself. I know it in theory. I guess you could say. Yeah. But yeah, so I knew that you had to get invited, and I saw a post from Ruben Wu, who's an amazing photographer. He does shout out Ruben Wu. He does all this really cool work with drones and lights. He's very unique in his style and how he will. I think that they're long exposures for the most part, or he'll shoot frames and kind of draw things and light things with drones and lights. So it's really cool. Anyways, he had sent me an invite, and I didn't have my wallet at that time when he sent it to me, and that's why I was like, "Oh, I'll just sit on this for a couple of days. When I create that wallet, I'll just take the invite, and everything will be good." Yeah. Well, when I'm trying to log on to Foundation or sign in and create my account, I accept his invite, which was through Twitter. He sent me a message, and I accepted the invite, and it said that I can't remember what it was, but essentially the invite was expired, and I'm like, I could have guessed that it would sort of have a date. I should have guessed, because it's not like, I don't know. I should have guessed that anyways. So I messaged him, and I didn't.
Trial and error.
Right there. Exactly. Trial and error. Just learning, making mistakes. Just coming in a space. Just learning from my mistakes, I guess.
At least you didn't have to waste any money on gas right there, because usually the mistakes come with a gas fee.
That's true.
I'm sure you will, and that's going to be okay.
Yeah, just time wasted.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I didn't really want to waste his time having him troubleshoot this for me, why it wasn't working. Because with Foundation, I logged on, and I had that issue, and I realized that it didn't connect, because I noticed that some of the accounts connected to each other once you were invited by someone. Their name showed up in your profile, and it was like, "Oh, it was invited by so and so," which is a really cool feature. I think some people would probably care about who they're invited by, a bit more than others, but for me it was just like, cool, I get to be a part of it. Nice, I'm on Foundation. But I guess I wasn't technically at that time, because I hit the create button, and then They're like, no, you have to wait and community upvote now. Yep. And I'm like, oh, what is this? What is this purgatory? You know, I got to sit here and wait. And so I'm like, man, what do? I was like, all right, well, I emailed their support, and my buddy Omar had told me to join the Discord and see if I could get any help there. I wasn't able to. I didn't look all that hard. I just kind of sent the email, and I was like, well, we'll see what happens, you know. I didn't get a response. Didn't expect to get a response, at least within 24 hours. But randomly, I think because he saw me follow him on Foundation, this photographer, Tristan O'Brien, reached out to me, and he was like, hey, I saw you on Foundation, and I'm helping, you know, to get artists and help, I think, onboard them, or he's part of a program where you can help give people invites. You sort of get people excited about photography in the NFT space. And he's like, oh, I can send you an invite if you like. And I'm like, that's awesome. That sounds great, but I'm actually on the platform, but I just can't create, and I don't think there's a way to retroactively do it. He's like, oh no, it's easy. You just accept it. You take another invite once you've already your profile. Once you already have your profile. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. Yeah. Just take another invite, and then you become a creator. Yeah. So I did that. Now I'm on there. I'm on Foundation.
Awesome.
And so that was a bit more of an experience. But what I found with like OpenSea, that was instantaneous. That was, you know, sign up with your wallet, boom, you're there. And I thought it's a really kind of, I guess, the exclusivity of Foundation. They have like a really cool design and everything. It's really nice. I think that, you know, it's really well thought out, but it's a bit different than when you go over to OpenSea and you're in it. Yeah. You're already in it. Like, you're ready to create your collection. You're ready to buy, to be a collector, to create your own art almost immediately. And it's crazy because there's no gas fees up front. I guess they charge it on the back end.
No, I'm pretty sure for OpenSea, when you mint.
When you mint?
Yeah, when you mint. Like, when you get to that preview page, it'll show you the fee that they take. When you actually go through the process of actually minting, and it preps, you know, accept or reject the contract, that ID.
Oh, okay. So then
there's another little window that pops up that I don't think you went to.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Got you. Yeah, I was just messing with that a little bit, but it's interesting to see the different. I think Rarible is more like OpenSea, right?
It's honestly, Rarible is its own thing, right? They have their own Rari token. It's RARI token, and it's obviously lives in the Ethereum blockchain, right? Or on the Ethereum blockchain. And they've been doing a lot of work with cross-platform compatibility. Them and OpenSea, you can actually see. I haven't personally made any sales on my personal NFTs that I'm doing, a little fun side project. Yeah. But, I've been seeing a lot in the community that now they are showing you what activity your NFTs, like as far as selling on OpenSea. If you're primarily on Rarible, if you're verified on Rarible, it'll show you all activity as far as bids, transfers, and other owners reselling your stuff.
And, you know, what's one thing that I thought was really cool is I think you think about when you mint your NFTs, it's very different than the way I think about NFTs or how I've seen people on Twitter talk about, you know, their NFTs. You're really like thoughtful in it. It's almost like you don't really care if they sell. I mean, of course you would like them to sell, you know, at some point. But it's more like it's more important for you to get your message out there and your art out there than anything. And you don't really care about, you know, what happens after you've got it on there. Now you're there and you're part of the conversation, you know, as opposed to your collection, you know, what you've gotten, like your Moral Monkeys and your V friends and stuff, you know, that's a bit different. But the stuff that you've minted for yourself. Is totally different, right?
It is. And it's honestly, I started that project. So I started my own collection. I think my very first NFT I did mint as a Rarible collection. So you do worry long term if something happens to Rarible, something could possibly happen to the media of that NFT. Now I'm sure I'll always have a copy of the media, but the whole idea of not being on chain and being reliant on that middleman is kind of worrisome, but you know, it's nothing to worry about in the short term. Right. Long term, everything's gonna be on chain. I have a very, very strong feeling about that. You know, most all projects moving forward are coming out on chain, fully on chain. So Nameless is making that possible. Like, they're leading the way. Which, by the way, so I just learned this. I got a response from NFT. You know, the Infinite NFT, the beta. And they said that platform was essentially the beta to Nameless, and that Nameless is now going to be available to the public by quarter 3 of this year. Okay. So we're at the top of the list for our second project.
What does that mean?
Build that front-facing site.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Explain that a little bit more. I said I got you, but I really didn't. It's
well,
flying over my head a little bit.
Laptop right here, but nameless.com comes from NFT 42. Those OGs, right?
You're still
over the top. It's a group of developers who are pioneers in the space.
Okay.
They're responsible for, vfriends.com. They built that from that site for Gary V.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Gary V didn't build that internally. They hired out Nameless. Nameless came on board.
Got it. Okay.
So think of them like, I don't want to compare them to Shopify, but like they're that type of platform that provides that access to other people who want to create their own independent marketplace.
Got it. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And of course, I would imagine that they would include all the fees associated with creating your own smart contracts, right?
Okay.
Those tokenomics that get very, very specific.
Yep.
I would imagine, right? They didn't really give me too much information past that, but we're on the list.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Right? I know. But what's really cool about that is that's fully on chain.
Yeah.
For life, forever. And that's what I love about Nameless. That's why I can't wait to keep talent. I can't wait to work with them.
Yeah.
But going back, man, it's for Rarible. I really liked it because it had a native UI interface. Right? It was really easy to navigate from. I don't like using mobile, but if you're just browsing on mobile, it's beautiful.
And so when you're purchasing it, because they have their own coin, RARI, Rari. How would you say it?
Yeah, when you create a collection and you don't want to mint your own collection, right? You don't want to create your own contract, just basic. Whether you're doing a 101, which would be the ERC 721.
Yeah.
Mint you a contract ID there, and I think it's come down a bit, but it was half of 1 Ethereum at some point, including the gas fee. It was insane.
Dang,
I remember
wild.
spending that, and I was like, well, and I actually haven't. What's funny is that very first collection I fucked up, right?
Yeah.
I meant to do an 1155 because I wanted to do 7 copies of each token because I have admission access in mind.
You're again with the tokens. So how many different types? How many? 1155.
So all right. So
how many are there? Like what are the most standard?
I'm not well versed,
Yeah.
right, with all that. But you have ERC 20,
Yeah.
you have ERC 721, and then ERC 1151, and then what's the it's like 2159, which is part of 2.0.
You're the expert here.
I don't know. Like honestly, so take this all with a grain of sand / salt. I believe we had that. Can you help with this pan dilemma we're having here?
Yeah. I'm the new guy here. You got to teach me all this.
So we should have pulled up. Damn.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll have the laptop here. That's there.
Because we want to do
here
where you can actually see our screen and it just goes full screen.
We'll be able to switch back and forth, and we'll
have
also
our own Jamie too eventually. Like Joe Rogan has a
Jamie. Someone to go look up information for us. He'll pull up.
I know, right?
Some images and things like that.
Who lives in the SF Bay area?
Yeah, we need someone in Oakland to come through.
I know, right? Come through.
But anyways, so back to I guess the tokens. So. ERC 911 12.
I feel like we should break that apart in a separate episode.
Okay,
Because I could go into detail.
We could probably go. And I should honestly do a bit more
date,
research. Yeah.
But I have a feeling it'd be smarter for us to actually prep that composition with that new scene to give the viewers an example. A visual
so if
example.
you do something, if you do a 101, that's a different token than something that's going to be, what's the term where there's like multiple of them?
Multiple copies.
Yeah, there's multiple copies. Yeah. What's that term?
And there are actually...
There's a term for it, isn't it?
So I can't confirm this 100%, but I'm pretty sure on Infa NFT, right? It's ERC 721 based, if I'm not mistaken. But you can mint up to 10 copies. So there are, like I said, I'm not well versed in the technology. I don't know every single caveat, right? But... we're going to dedicate it now. Because, dude, I have so much on my mind.
I got to figure that out. Yeah.
But I don't want to speak before I double check.
Yeah,
that's fair. I don't want to mislead.
Yeah,
that's
that's
number
fair.
one goal is I want to give, like, genuine...
Yeah, we want to be as factual here as possible.
Information.
Yeah,
exactly.
I feel that.
So.
Okay, so I guess so with their platform then, when you're minting, the gas is always in Ethereum, right? So then... But on their platform, they use a different type of token when you're buying art or when you're selling your art.
Are you talking about Foundation or are you talking about...
No, Rarible.
So you can
because you said it's a different. They have their own token.
No, they have their own token, right? And it has its own value. But as far as their marketplace, you don't buy it in the Rarible.
Oh,
no. Everything's listed as Ether, wrapped ETH.
Got it. Okay, I thought you had to have a special.
No, but you'll find that some people will bid because as a creator and as a collector, as you interact in the platform, the more you collect, the more you create, the more you mint, you're rewarded with their token every week. They give some out to creators, so people eventually garner a stash.
Yeah,
and they offer somebody that stash for the NFT because it's native to their platform.
Got it. Okay, so you can use it on their platform.
I haven't tried this, but I don't think you can use your Rari token on OpenSea. Right, it's something. One of those things that you have to use it within the Rarible platform. Got it. And you can bid with that Rari token.
Got it. Okay.
Right? So,
cool.
But yeah, it's not required. No. It's always number one Ether wrapped ETH.
And then do all these platforms, because I still haven't mentioned, I assume all of them you can, well, maybe it's different. Some specialize in one-of-one, some specialize in open editions, some do, what's that other, Dutch auctions?
Yeah, I think Rarible recently incorporated Dutch. I don't know if you can do a specific.
Do you know about OpenSea?
Yeah, OpenSea, they've had that incorporated for a while.
But you can do all of those, like open editions, one-on-ones, Dutch auctions, all that. Okay. Do you think Foundation is the exact same then?
I wouldn't say it's the exact same. Because you were saying,
I mean, the way that you can sort of create or sell your NFTs.
I haven't created on there because I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
So I can't speak on
well, I may have to do some
I think we're gonna
research.
Probably film his first mint.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
If he's cool with it, it's all up to
soon here. Yeah, I mean, I sort of just want to. I don't really. Of course, everyone wants to sell.
We'll make
NFT,
sure we put his social and his personal address.
I just want to be a part of the conversation. I just want to jump in and be like, "Hey, look, I did it. I'm here.
Yep,
I'm here. I'm ready to learn. Like, put me in, coach."
Exactly. But with Foundation, I wouldn't say what I'm about to say is negative towards them, right? But it was a thought. I think we both had. It's like, it's very interesting how they're kind of like being the gatekeepers for their audience.
Yeah,
and
in a way.
If you think about that, it's the definition of a blockchain.
Yeah, right.
You can divide it a number of different ways, but the idea is decentralization.
Yeah, decentralization.
Decentralize technology. Decentralize a community with.
No, I know it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, I hope that maybe it's short term. Maybe it's just to like what Dapper Labs did with stopping people from allowing them to sign up to buy NBA Top Shot. It was just too much traffic. They wanted to prevent issues from occurring. While some people from the outside looking in would be upset, I'm one of those people, right?
Yeah.
I tried to sign up a little too late, and I'm not upset at it because they're actually taking responsibility and making sure they do things right when it comes down to their foundation and making sure they can support a lot of people
this early on. And I think with this much hype,
that's what it is.
It's okay to be exclusive.
Yeah.
I definitely understand the perspective you're coming from where them gatekeeping, they control. I mean?
It's more,
but in a way, they control the art because they're sort of controlling the artist. But in a way, they're also not controlling who gets on their platform because at the end of the day, artists are controlling who get on their platform because once you do make a sale, you get X amount of invites to bring people to the platform. Which also makes it.
I didn't know that specific. I didn't know that about that.
Which in a way also makes it an echo chamber because certain artists will invite certain artists, and maybe eventually it'll make its way around. The entire spectrum of artists. But for now, maybe it does create a tiny bit of an echo chamber, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm so new. Still learning. We'll find out.
Find out once you start minting, right? You're gonna see firsthand in the space on that platform.
Yeah, and I've seen. I think it's kind of good that I'm entering when I am, because everything was, everybody was riding high a couple months ago, right? Everything was doing good. Everyone was gaining, and now,
you're talking about the overall market.
Yeah, the overall market, yeah.
Things were
and so now,
looking promising.
Yeah.
And they still are, don't get me wrong.
They're promising, but it's a bit different now. And things have, some hands have been shaken, things have been shaken. Yeah. Yeah. And so now it's kind of like it's a really test, to see if this space will, I don't know, thrive and continue, which it's all signs that from what I've seen, other than like the big like magazine articles and stuff. People fear of death, like NFTs are dead, blah, blah, blah. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it.
And if I had $1 for every time I heard something about, hey, did you hear Bitcoin's crashing? How do you feel about Bitcoin crashing?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Speaking of Bitcoin, actually, that allows us to transition.
Think of how much money. Hold on.
Really quick.
How many times would I have heard that?
Because I think that as much as it's cool to talk about, the platforms and everything, I also did want to touch on something that's very relevant that just happened recently, where El Salvador
that's right.
has now adopted Bitcoin as its national currency, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's pretty crazy. And then they're talking about even using volcanoes to mine it.
So
using the geothermal pressure or heat somehow to mine Bitcoin. It's supposedly 644 milliwatts MW. I don't know. I assume that's what it stands for.
So harness the power of the steam generated
the
from
steam,
the heat,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Somehow, I'm not,
because apparently it's geothermal energy that would otherwise be wasted. I guess they have a picture. I wish I could show it here to you guys, but they have a plant. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of steam coming off of it. It would otherwise be wasted, and now it's being used towards mining Bitcoin. So
I'm curious to see if they're going to document that up close and show us the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see that happening. And that was, I think, just yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings on that?
My feelings are it's another day.
Is it time to move to El Salvador?
I mean, you can if you want.
Go get some pupusas.
What's a pupusa? Is it type of food?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking like Hot Pocket type of food.
I think like tamale.
Pastry.
Yeah, I think like a tamale.
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, is it plant-based? Probably not.
I think some
are. You know what? I think most of them are vegetarians over there. So. Yeah.
I hope I got that right. I really hope.
That's funny.
If anybody who's El Salvadorian.
You know what's funny? I don't see something.
Yeah. What?
I don't see the chat. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, our chat's not up. That's fine. I doubt we have anybody. Oh, we may, because then.
Because then we can actually. How do you open up the chat?
You can just open up Twitch.
That's a good point.
Marcel's gonna open up chat. We're taking a little brief intermission here. Hope you guys are all having a good day. We're chilling. Oh, and also today I think this will be our last one for the week, unless we do one tomorrow. Are we doing one tomorrow? I don't think we're. Aren't you leaving tomorrow though?
No, I'm leaving Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have one more tomorrow for you. But next week should be a bit more scheduled. We're hopefully going to have this so that it's something you can tune in at a specific time, hopefully on a specific day. So it's less, hey, we're randomly streaming. I hope anybody who does happen to be here is here and watching. So, yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Anyways, I think that's pretty crazy that El Salvador has adopted Bitcoin as the national currency. I hope that they've really thought this out and they execute it properly, because that's huge.
It is.
I mean, huge. The news is already huge.
Yeah.
To any naysayers or anyone saying, "Oh, Bitcoin, it's gonna die, it's dead."
I was trying to think of a number of how many times I've legitimately heard it. And
I can't imagine over the years.
An exaggeration. Like I want to say 100,000, but realistically, have I heard that 100,000 times? So probably more like 20,000.
Yeah,
because I've heard it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I built a shield to it to where it's like I stopped responding to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody you wouldn't hear from hits you up out of nowhere, months and months. You don't hear from them. How you doing, buddy? Like, how's the Bitcoin doing? And I was like, most of the time I just wouldn't respond. Dipped. I was like, everybody's too short term.
Yeah.
Everybody's impatient.
Yeah.
And I was one of them.
Yeah.
Kind of still am. With certain things.
Yeah, certain things.
So it's like, I've always, been long term for a while now. So for me, it's great news. Fucking love it. Mm-hmm. What I look forward to seeing is what they do past this day, past this article. Do they continue to be pioneers in the space, or does it just disappear with all the world news going on, right? I look forward to seeing how they implicate, essentially.
Should talk more into this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
No, I can still hear you, and I'm sure they can too, but.
Yeah. I want to see how they, did I just say implicate? I meant incorporate.
There you go.
The technology into their how the government operates and how they distribute funds to citizens.
Yeah.
Because by adopting Bitcoin, you're naturally adopting blockchain in general, the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
So Ethereum is going to play a role, I'm sure, in that government eventually.
Yeah.
When it comes to financial related smart contracts.
I imagine
NFTs for owning plots of land and certain parcels.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you think about that?
'Cause that's pretty crazy.
They can mint their own collection on their own layer 2,
Yeah.
right? Their own layer, right, on layer 2, and possibilities are endless for these countries to adopt it.
I wonder though, because in that country now, financial literacy, right? I guess that makes sense, right? Or crypto literacy, being able to understand crypto and understand all that it brings is going to be really important to teaching, I guess, the citizens of El Salvador.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine 90-something% of the country has no idea what to do with Bitcoin or anything really much about it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe they're way more well informed than I expect, but I just don't imagine. I think I would imagine just take a few years for the economy to fully adapt to it. Quite a few years.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to watch. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see, who creates something that gives back to these countries that really, really need it, whether it's building and funding tech labs, right? And actually not just saying they're going to do it, but actually documenting, actually showing the world what good is happening.
Yeah.
Paving that new way for that Picasso in the digital realm, that has yet to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those every type of person that we look back on of, wow, well, chances are for most people, right, they didn't become famous until after they passed.
Yeah. I mean,
think about it. So
a lot of cases,
providing that opportunity in certain places that wouldn't have the opportunity otherwise.
Yeah.
It's fucking mind.
I think NFTs in general are doing that for artists and people everywhere
Already,
now too.
Yeah, already.
I think I can't remember where they were from, but an artist was saying, the median income was like, this tiny fraction, like weekly or monthly income was a tiny fraction of an Ethereum. So to make, a cell of an Ethereum or two on a piece,
tough in Brazil right
is
now.
Huge. Like that really, really changes people's lives, and that's just insane to think about, that just somewhere in some random part of the globe, because NFTs are, a thing, not that they're a thing now, but that they're accessible, and they're, I guess, yeah, accessible is the only word I'm looking for. I was trying to think of something else, but they're just accessible to the whole world now, and they can show the world, hey, look at what I can do, and they can be paid for that. It's insane that there's a marketplace for that now.
And imagine like having that tech readily available for the kids who don't have that tech.
Yeah.
Right. Having those tech labs with all the equipment needed to record and capture and create whatever's on their minds.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Their initial, the NFT sales are nice and everything, but what NFTs can do for communities like that is, the sky's the limit. Yeah. Wild. So,
I know we kind of
went off track. I knew we would go off on a tangent. I knew it, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
We'll bring it back.
Thanks for hanging in there, one viewer. We appreciate you.
Shout out our one viewer.
I don't know who that is, but
well,
I didn't even check while I was up there.
This is what we're gonna do. I mean, we're ramping up our video vlog series, whatever.
Experience.
BitmonkeyTV. Yeah, this is all stuff that we're figuring out, and as we go on, I don't know if we need more structure. Maybe we add, like, we have something that we introduce with always, like a thought, and then we finish with a thought.
Yeah, because we are going to start categorizing the video, or not categorizing. What's it called? Cataloging, to where we actually pinpoint where.
Oh where you can cut.
Starts. Yeah, that way you can kind of.
Yeah, we should have a theme song too.
Yeah, we should. We'll have an intro, outro. I'm sure. Like, I'll take a stab at one. You can take a stab.
It'd be cool to have like some cool video game music.
Yeah. I have some good ideas. Some black magic.
Yeah.
Is that Black Mirror? Black Magic.
Black Mirror.
Trading card game.
Yeah.
So we were talking about NFT marketplaces today, right? I know there's a handful of countless others. There's Cargo. I'm drawing a blank right now. I logged into most of them and created a Bitmonkey name. And anytime Bitmonkey was taken or Bitmonkey Studio was taken, I'd take Bitmonkey Elite.
Yeah.
1337. You know.
Well, now everyone's gonna take that.
No, it's all good because I don't care about that one.
All of our one viewers.
Right? I don't really care about that one. Plus, I'm pretty sure I have that one.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think for me and my platforms, from what I've seen, part of me is leaning towards Foundation, but also I really like the ease of OpenSea and the sort of like the less. Well, Foundation, when and I think this is probably with every drop, and I don't know if this is just my own personal take, but I feel like I almost don't want to make a big deal of my first drop. I think the trend right now is to create these longer narrative like videos and stuff and talk about it and hype it up and do all that. And I think that I definitely want to market it, but just not. I don't know if I want to go that hard. Like, part of me says, yeah, make a video for it or release, talk about it, spread, really spread the word about this NFT. But I don't know if I really want all that pressure for my first NFT. I kind of want to just like, what if I just mint it and don't tell anyone? It's just,
somebody's going to notice who already saw you jump on. They're probably watching your wallet. Waiting.
That would be that would actually be kind of fun just to, slowly, sneakily mint 3 pieces. Have them up there for a week or two, just to, You
can also do something fun for your first buyer, create another thank you with your signature on it, and then transfer it to them.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
Hey, but I almost good fucking eye.
Yeah, way to catch that. I mean, if someone does,
I'm gonna create a bot to scour your wallet address every day,
anytime it updates. Yeah, I kind of like that idea of a secret drop.
Yeah.
I might just do that.
We probably said too much, so don't give me more. I mean, unless you want.
Hopefully, no one takes my secret drop idea. I mean, I'll give a time frame. I'm going to drop it this week, at any moment of the time.
Oh, but that's kind of like creating hype, though, right?
Yeah.
You should probably just.
But I don't.
It depends how silent you want it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It is still technically creating hype because I'm announcing it and then I'm doing it.
Yeah, then you're. It's that's gonna make everybody watch you for a week. That wants to watch you for a week.
Yeah, that's true. What I mean? Yeah, that's true. But, if anyone watches, I mean, I've been under a rock for the last year, so we'll see. We'll see who's actually interested.
Sorry about that. Allergies today are fucking killing me.
It happens, dude. We're out in the Bay Area.
I was sneezing for
so many trees. Straight. So much pollen. I didn't even have allergies until my 20-something. I developed seasonal allergies. It sucked. Or my allergy to pineapple. Fun fact: I am deathly allergic to pineapple.
So. Glad I never bought some pineapple.
Yeah.
Because I remember you telling me this, but I think it slipped my mind. It
sucks, but
it's the way it is. Right? Yeah. At least have your EpiPen or whatever you need.
So yeah, I don't know. I personally don't have much more to say on the platforms and stuff until I get more experience with them. Until I dive in more, until I start collecting. What I would love to do, I think what I might do for my first drop is I was thinking I'll drop multiple pieces, right? At least 3. And half of whatever I earn from those pieces, I want to put right back into the marketplace.
Yeah.
So I think
by buying other projects.
By buying other projects. Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's one thing that I've wanted to do since I heard about the space. And I saw other people buying other people's artwork and stuff, because there's some amazing artwork out there. There's some crazy artists. There's some insane artists and
styles too. It's beautiful.
And one thing that's popped up that I really love is pixel art. That speaks to my heart. As a kid, I grew up on an NES, and then we had a Super Nintendo, played Mario World. That changed my life, playing Zelda. So I would love to create some of that stuff. There's some amazing art out there, and also to help the whole NFT economy, and show that I really believe in it. So can't wait.
Yeah.
Soon.
It's very soon. Yeah, dude. I've been self-conscious about mine. I started mine releasing one every week. I think it was on 420.
Yeah.
To be honest, I did an Elon Musk and ode. So my entire series, my personal, I minted my own collection, utilizing ERC 1155 right on top of Rarible. You can create your own little collection there. So I have a BDC coin, which is BitMonkey Digital Collectibles. And they hook you up with admission to a future digital event, which I'm not going to, I'm not trying to promote it on this, so I'm not going to tell you what's involved. But it's been a fun process. But I've honestly been so self-conscious about the art because, as you guys have learned with past episodes, I'm not very good with Photoshop yet. So the art reflects that. But I'm getting better. And I think I found this past 2 weeks my groove. I created a new template. I started with a white background last week. It's kind of like an overlay and it kind of surrounds the piece. And it's just pixel transitions, right? So this past week was an ode to Kobe Bryant. My number 8 of this collection. And it has 8 different perspectives of him and 2 transitions in and out, and it does a full loop. So I really loved doing that. And it's simple, but I enjoy it. It's fun. And Kobe
it's always
Bryant,
good to have an artistic outlet.
Kobe Bryant, he's one of 2 people I cried for that I never met, I mourned for, and that's fucking legacy right there.
Kobe's death hit totally different, man. That was the first, I think that was the first real celebrity death that hit me really hard. I really was like, man, this is rough. Actually, one of the first things I did was call my buddy Kareem. Who?
Oh, I totally just moved my nose on that stream.
Nice.
Love it. You guys get some of that.
Some grade A content right there, guys. Next time we'll be doing some ASMR.
What?
Keep up with the content quality.
I appreciate it.
Oh, but so Kobe's death was crazy. That hit hard, definitely. And so you made that piece in honor.
Yeah, and I made sure to only use perspectives from the number 8 when he was young, because I'm going to do another one for number 24 for an ode to Black Mamba. Because when I remember watching, I watched a lot of content of, interviews with him. And then, of course, after he retired, the Lewis Howes was huge. And all those little things he did, those talks he did, and talks he did at events with, his daughter. It's fuck, rest in peace. It's
R.I.P.
Right. It's I got to know a lot about him and his work ethic more so than when I was just watching him play basketball. You watch him play basketball back when I was younger. I was like, oh, he's a young kid coming up against Michael Jordan.
I don't know. He was the first player that got me interested in basketball. I didn't care about basketball until I moved down to Long Beach. And Kobe, I saw Kobe jerseys everywhere. I'm like, who is this guy? What? Right. We watched his games and I watched him play and I heard about, his mentality and everything. I'm like, damn, this guy's insane. And watching him play was so exciting. I actually like basketball just to watch him play. And that's what initially got me hooked. I'm a Lakers Warriors fan. Okay. I know it's that's probably any
making me
any Warrior and any actual Warrior or Lakers fan are probably cringing so hard right now. But
right when you watch this,
yeah. But I mean, growing up in the Bay, I have to love the Warriors. I have to. That's part of my heritage. But when I went to college in Long Beach, that also became a part of who I was. Lakers. It's a huge culture down there, and so. I don't know, learning about that and then coming back and then actually seeing the Warriors do their thing and being able to watch Steph be a player, kind of with a similar, not the same, but very aggressive, very forward mentality. It was nice to see and be able to be a Warriors fan again because we weren't very good for a long time.
No.
The Raiders, I will stick through thin, thin and thick, thick and thin, thick and thick. Thick and thin.
I know what you go with.
Because I love the Raiders. It's like you and the Niners.
Bleed red and gold.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're doing a podcast together.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll have to do a podcast on that someday.
Oh, well, when football season comes back, we'll think of something clever during those weeks. Yeah. Because I have a feeling this is gonna roll year round or something unique.
To keep it going. Yeah.
I mean, don't want to give too many hints to that project, but
Yep.
So Do we want to drop here? How long has it been?
Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
I think we're good.
I'm good on the platforms at the end. We'll talk about something else next time. We got to figure it out.
Yeah, we might mint his first NFT.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not. Number 5. We were hoping to do it today and record 2 yesterday, but shit happens. At least we're doing 1 a day.
Yeah.
But number 5 is gonna be, we're gonna make it an ode to Gary V and V Friends.
Yes.
We're gonna talk nothing but V Friends.
And Marcelo is gonna be my teacher because I know very little.
Yeah, we'll talk a lot about the group.
Yeah. Oh,
access.
I have homework. Actually, I think I had homework. Remember?
What homework?
I was supposed to do something with V Friends, and I was supposed to learn about it.
That's right.
I think that's probably for episode 5.
Yeah, you need to go do that. You need to go do that for sure.
I got homework to do.
Yep.
All right.
Well, hey.
Wrap it up.
Yep. Good shit.
Nice how we did it. Correct this time.
I know, right? Didn't have that little stutter. I committed to that handshake the other day.
Yeah.
I was like,
So, Scott and Marcelo signing out for BitmonkeyTV.
BitmonkeyTV.
Yeah.
Y'all have a nice day.
See you
Thanks
guys.
for tuning in. Peace.